She walked away thinking she could do better, that someone else would give her more, that you weren't enough. What she didn't expect was what came next. She anticipated the chase, the apologies, the late-night texts, the breakdowns. She expected you to validate her decision by falling apart without her. That would make her feel wanted, important, right. But what happens when you don't? When the man she left doesn't beg, doesn't plead, doesn't try to win her back, but instead gets better? That's when regret hits. When you refuse to play the predictable role of the heartbroken ex, you interrupt the emotional script she expected to follow. That silence, that composure, that calm confidence. It unsettles her. It makes her question everything. Most men go into damage control mode after a breakup. They chase. They cry. They try to talk their way back in. But here's what most men never realize. That behavior confirms every reason she left. Women are biologically wired to be repelled by men who become emotionally dependent. The moment you start pursuing her after she walks away, she sees you as weaker, not stronger. That's why the no-contact rule isn't just about space. It's about reversing the power dynamic. It's about showing strength where she expected weakness. Deleting her number isn't just symbolic. It's tactical. It removes the gateway to self-sabotage. One text can destroy weeks of progress. One "I miss you" can hand her back all the power she thought she lost. When you disappear, truly disappear, she doesn't get the validation she craved. She doesn't get confirmation that she was your whole world. Instead, she gets silence. And silence breeds doubt. Because here's a secret. Women expect emotional validation through male pursuit. When that pursuit never comes, she begins to question how much she actually meant to you. That's where regret takes root. No chase, no explanation, no access. That's what builds mystery, curiosity, and eventually, regret. But it only works if you maintain composure. Never let your suffering be visible. Crying in public, posting emotional breakdowns on social media, or drinking yourself into a stupor isn't strength. It's confirmation. Emotional strength isn't about feeling nothing. It's about processing privately and presenting publicly with confidence and clarity. It's about refusing to let your pain become her proof. The moment you accept that she's gone, that she made her choice, and that you're going to rise anyway, you flip the script. That's when the transformation begins. Cut off all communication. Not to punish her, but to heal yourself. Contact keeps the wound open. Checking her social media, staying in touch with mutual friends, keeping tabs on her life. All of it slows your recovery. Block, unfollow, delete. Not because you're bitter, but because you're building something she no longer gets access to. And that's what truly messes with her mind, when she realizes you're not just gone, you're inaccessible. She expected to orbit your life even after leaving it. Most women assume they'll remain significant in their ex's mind. When you prove otherwise, when you vanish entirely and take your energy, attention, and love with you, that's when she feels the loss. Understand this. Women process breakups long before they announce them. By the time she says, "It's over," she's already emotionally detached. That's why her post-breakup behavior often seems cold. She grieved the relationship before you even knew it was ending. Stop waiting for her to come back. She won't. Not because you're unworthy, but because her decision was made before you even got the chance to speak. But when you stop chasing her and start choosing yourself, something shifts. That's when you become the man she thought she wanted, but left before he fully emerged. Use this moment to become stronger, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially. Join new communities, improve your health, invest in your passions, rebuild your life so thoroughly that even you wouldn't trade who you were then for who you are becoming now. Here's where regret truly begins. When she sees the man she always hoped you'd become, but realizes she no longer has access to him. She expected you to crumble. Instead, you conquered, and that more than any apology, message, or memory is what will haunt her. You didn't just move on, you leveled up. You became living proof that she misjudged your potential. And the best part? You didn't do it for her. You did it for you. That's real power. That's how you make her regret leaving, without saying a single word.